Hello, welcome to the final Overwatch Hero Guide, and you know what day it is. Oh my, it's May Day, Eric Tay.
It's always May Day. May of the game, baby.
Yep, listen to this Overwatch Hero Guide if you want to get May of the game. Let's get the ball rolling here, Eric. Endothermic Blaster. Tell me about her gun. It looks like it's kind of a pea shooter, but it's actually pretty decent if you get a headshot, right?
Yeah, it's pretty strong. The right click is pretty much she shoots out an icicle, and it can headshot people. I've out-sniped some Widowmakers. Not good Widowmakers.
Damn.
But, you know, you can do that. It's really useful after you freeze someone. So her primary attack with the Endothermic Blaster is to just kind of hold it down. It'll freeze a opponent eventually. And once you freeze them, that's when it's time to queue up the right click for the icicle to the head, and it's like game over.
It also slows them down, which is something I think I didn't realize at the start. Once you get that, like, that freeze beam on them, they just start to slow down a little bit. And, you know, early players, they kind of get freaked out by that. They're not sure what to do. They try and fight you. What they really should be doing is running away, especially ones like Tracer and whatnot, and, you know, certain tanks that don't have that little bit of range. So you can kind of bait people with that thing as well.
Yeah, it's really powerful. Like you said, you want to get away from it because you underestimate it, basically, because once you're frozen, you're pretty much dead unless you're a tank. You know, it's really good against Genjis, it's really good against Lucios, Mercies, really good against Reinhardt even, if he doesn't, you know, stop blocking to deal with you.
If he doesn't see you as well,
Exactly.
get him from behind to really get him that way. Another sort of good combo you can use with Reinhardt a lot as well, and then certain tanks, is Ice Wall. Tell me about Ice Wall. How does it work?
Ice Wall has so many good uses. It's good for just traversal, but as well, like you said, it's good for kind of splitting up teams. It's good for kind of blocking damage, incoming damage. You can block like Soldier 76 ults. You can block McCree ults. You're like, high noon. Oh, I better put up the Ice Wall in front of my team. Also, you can use it to trap opponents. You know, split them, get a healer on their own. You know, don't let them run away because you got the Ice Wall behind them. Also, I like to use it like after I Ice Block, which is another one of her abilities, to just kind of make it safe for myself.
Yeah, let's talk about Ice Block. So this basically allows you to, you know, pop yourself into a little tiny mini glacier ice cube thing, make heals up, and it also protects you from basically all damage, right?
Yeah, you're invulnerable in that state. It's really good. Again, multiple purposes, because you can use the Ice Block to even block High Noon if people get behind you. Also, it's just a great sustainability kind of thing. Like, I can do things on my own that the healer doesn't have to be next to me, because then I can heal myself. It's one of the reasons why I really like playing Mei. She's very self-sufficient.
Yeah, and so good at just denying people. You said about like blocking High Noon. I mean, Ice Wall's great for doing that as well. Word to the wise though, don't block your own team's stuff. I've had that happen a lot, where I've thrown something up right as, you know, McCree was about to finish somebody off with a fan and a hammer. And I mean, she's kind of really good at just distracting people, getting around, hassling them, kind of like Tracer and Genji. But is that what you should be doing? How should you play Mei, Eric?
That's definitely one of the key ways to play her. You want to get to their healers. You want to kind of annoy the Reinhardts. You want to freeze those kind of squishier characters, because you can left click and then kill them with the icicle really easily. It's just a headshot. They're just standing there for free. And pretty much another way to play her too as well is I've seen her as kind of like a bodyguard for your own Mercy, because nobody wants to come up against a Mei. Everyone goes, oh my god, there's a Mei.
Yeah.
You know, like, I have to be careful because she's gonna freeze you, or she's just super annoying because she has so many different diverse tactics.
I feel like there's a real flip. I feel like people stay away from Mei if it's one-on-one, but if you're with somebody else, you can take a Mei pretty quickly. So do you think that's fair? If you're Mei and you've got two people maybe honing in on you, should you kind of like back out of there?
Yeah, you probably want to back out, or you can try to use your Ice Wall to split them. And it also depends on, you know, how low their health is, who you're fighting against, because sometimes you can get away with it. But yeah, you definitely want to take those one-on-ones, because you're probably going to win them most of the time.
She looks like a cute little girl, but a lot of damage in there as well. You can really sort of, once you've gotten good at Mei, actually cause quite a lot of damage to the opposition team. So she's good as an offensive hero as well, like just getting in there and causing trouble, right?
Yeah, definitely. She, like I said, can take out a lot of the squishier heroes in the lineup, and she's just a good harass character, even though she's not the fastest, but she's super annoying.
And talking about irritating people, man, her ult is super irritating. It basically not only freezes one person, it freezes a bunch of people if you can land it right.
Yeah, it's really strong. It's good for, you know, capture the points. It's also good for kind of like zoning people out. If you know you're gonna win and you're on a payload, you're like, okay, if I throw the blizzard out here, they're not gonna be able to get to me. And it's good for wombo combo. So like if you call it out, it's like, okay, I'm gonna freeze guys, and it's like, okay, here comes the Reaper or the Pharah to just like clean up. And you do take a little bit of damage as you're being frozen, and it, like you said, it's super annoying.
And that's Mei, the 21st hero on our 21 hero guides. Thank you so much for watching all of our hero guides. Make sure to check out the playlist, which should be linkable at the end of this video, and enjoy playing Overwatch.